So we're on the final stretch now. We're almost finished, Brandon. Okay. Let me just quickly in admit others. There we go. All right. Let's go back here. So as I said, the care that is available for mothers when they give birth actually, if done properly, reduces the mortality rate for infants. So it's very important. Let me repeat that. If I have better maternal care for mothers that give birth, the mortality rate for infants reduce. Right? That's why you see a large influx of mothers nowadays are doing home births, or they call them medulla, or I'm trying to remember the name for the person that gives birth to mothers that are in the house. Starts with D. It'll come back to me. But the final one is life expectancy. Self-explanatory. Life expectancy, right? It's just the average number of years that people in a country are expected to live. The average number of years that people in a country are expected to live. Perfect. So these are the three main health indicators. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to give you a diagram now. And I love to use diagrams because it helps you to visualize what I'm saying. So I'm going to give you a diagram that really helps you to see the system of healthcare. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here. Let's go back here. What did I do? What did I do? Okay. Oh, my mind slipped me for a second. Okay, let's go back here. There we go. Okay, so look at this diagram for me. This encapsulates the behavior of healthcare. So let's look at it. The socioeconomic factors, right? The behaviors and practices, right? And also the health systems and services. So the socioeconomic factors, what affects the health of people? Well, their income, because if I have a higher income, I can provide for myself better, so I can eat properly. What job do I have? My employment, my education level, how knowledgeable am I of my health? Not even just that, but what job am I able to attain with my education level? The literacy, right? The housing, the technology. These are the different factors that affect, health, right? The environmental factors that affect your health is clear water, clean water, safe food, and air quality. And the behaviors and practices that reduce your health is, or reduce or improve your health, is alcohol and drug abuse, your diet, right? If you are breastfed enough, I know that sounds crazy. Like, sir, you really sure breastfeeding can affect my health? Yes. Why do you breastfeed? To get nutrients. If you don't get enough nutrients, something bad happens. Like that. And physical activity. You guys are online now, but you really should be walking and exercising at least once per day, right? Because that's what contributes to your health. And violence, smoking, and sexual behavior really are the health factors that will determine it. And the final one, the health systems that are in place. We went through this. We just said that things that you can use to find out if you're healthy or not, or if there anything is wrong with you. Use screenings and checkup. Go to a hospital. Get vaccinated. Clinics, doctors and nurses and paramedics. So, with all of that said, we're gonna say give 3 reasons. Here we go. Wanna say give 3 reasons why it's important for your country that we take care of our health. Think about this diagram. What does it mean in terms of you reducing something from the economy, right? So, answer this question for me. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Go back here. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to answer this question and put a timer here. There we go. All right. Any questions, just let me know. All right. Are you guys finished with that section? Give 3 reasons why it's important for your country that we take care of our health. That's finished? Brandon, Tristan, Sine, Beyonce, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right. Are you finished?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So let's start with Beyonce. Give me 1 reason why it's important for your country that you take care of your health. Beyonce?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give me 1 reason why it is important for you, for your country, that you take care of your health. Anything comes to mind?
Sir, so we can have more people in our country, sir.
Right, in your working population. Right. Okay. Brandon, give me one reason why it's important for your country that you take care of your health. Brandon?
So I'm thinking still.
Right.
Think about it. Using this diagram, let's look at it.
Right.
Sir, can I just say one for mental?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll check all
Sure,
of this.
because
I'll check all of this.
if we don't have a clear mind and a mental
And if anything, I'll
condition,
give you.
and would our mind is not the right mind, we can do killing and stealing. Sure.
Right. And also, if we're even working because of our decreased mental health, we won't actually work well. Right. So that's a good one. And let's go to Sane. Give me one reason, Sane, why it is important for your country that you take care of your health.
Important for the country.
Right. That you take care of your health.
Not taking care of your health can lead to other severe problems,
Right.
especially if there's no cure to certain diseases,
Why did anybody else say that? That's so true, Sane.
which would end up taking down the population of the country slowly.
Exactly. Wash your hands. Virus, the pandemic. So if
So,
you don't heed the precautions and you don't take care of your health, you actually endanger others and give them possibility of dying. Right. So that's why we're sitting online using a computer screen, because we're taking care for our health, guys. Right? Good. So that's really the exercise.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, did you guys say the environment, sir?
Oh, not we haven't touched that one. Let me hear yours.
So I was just saying that we should take care of ourselves because the environment
Mm-hmm.
it's in terms of oxygen and stuff like that. If our body is not well enough, the environment won't get what would I see?
Okay. I can see where you're going. So let's look at it. If I
Sir,
don't
it
take,
won't
yeah,
have a great process of where animals and plant can get to grow, sir, in terms of that.
right, okay, I see what you're saying, because there's many ways to look at that answer. Because first of all, if I don't take care of myself and I eat improperly, then that gives a bigger demand for persons to actually pull more from the environment. That's one. Because for example, if I like to smoke, right, that's bad for my health, but it's a detriment, and it's also boosting an economy that really detriments the environment. That's one. Two, if I don't take care of my health and I buy, for example, diesel cars, right, that are polluting the atmosphere, that's polluting the environment. So it's both ways to look at it. So I like that answer because it gives you a broader scope of the task at hand. Now the final thing that we're gonna do, we're going to look at the maternal and infant mortality rate, because I did say that they are related, right? Maternal care and infant mortality rates. So I'm going to ask Sine to read this for me. Let's go here. Let me put it here. And then Beyonce is going to read a case study, just 2 sentences for me. All right, let's go. So let me put Sine's name. Sine. Okay, read this for me, Sine.
okay, sir. The the rate of maternal and infant deaths increased noticeably in countries where,
Decrease.
or decrease,
Mm-hmm.
there is continuous parental care
Prenatal.
available.
This is prenatal care.
Prenatal. Mothers stop smoking and drinking alcohol while pregnant. Programs offer information, counseling, testing, and medication for HIV and AIDS. Mothers eat a well balanced diet, which can reduce the chance of birth defects.
Mhm.
Mothers breastfeed their babies for the first 6 months when a baby's body is not ready to digest other foods.
Mhm.
Babies and children receive immunizations against common vaccine preventable diseases.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Now, with that said, let's look at a case study, and your job is going to be to answer 3 questions for me. So, Letitia, right, is a 28-year-old girl who is pregnant with her first child. She works as a clerk at an accounting firm. Letitia applies for time off from work to visit the clinic for prenatal visits. Question 1. Letitia applies for time off from work to visit the clinic for prenatal visit. Why is it important for her to miss work for these visits? Beyonce. It's not a difficult question. It's just saying, if she applied for this time off, why is it important for her and the baby that she did this?
Sir, so she can get more rest, sir. Her body can, sir.
Right? Her body can adjust to any,
Sir, so she doesn't overwork herself.
right?
That can cause a lot of damage to the baby.
Right. Because
And
remember,
can get one.
prenatal visit is just meaning before birth. So you check up on the baby before they actually conceive. So it's important because, as Beyonce said, it makes sure there's not any health concerns with the baby before it's given birth, and there's any checkup that's needed is done. So it's important for her to do that. Okay. The next one, question 2, is gonna be, which is more important? This one's gonna be answered by Tristan. Which is more important, the needs of the company or the needs of the mother? And why, Tristan? Are you there, Tristan?
Yes.
Right, tell me, which is more important, the employer who's hired her, his needs for the company, or the mother? Which one's more important and why?
The mother, sir.
Okay, and why is her needs more important? Think about it. It's literally a life or death situation. I know people use that term a lot, but it's actually one in this case. If the mother don't use that opportunity, which is very important, who is affected? Tristan.
The baby.
Exactly. And if the baby is affected, that means it's a life or death situation. So the company might be inconvenienced, if that's a correct word, but the baby's life takes more precedence than economic growth. Baby's life is more valuable, right? So the needs of the mother is more important. Okay. And the final question is going to be answered by Brandon. I'm trying to remember if I picked on Brandon already. I'm not sure. Picked on Sene, Beyonce. Okay, Sene. Yeah, Sene. Explain some ways in which the health of pregnant mothers and young babies is important for the future of a country.
There was I think, so I remember reading this about a scientist. She stated it. I think it's Cecily Williams that found out about the question. I don't remember. I think she said that it was important for mothers to breastfeed their children the protein because it gives them nutrients, and this would be feeding them the tin milks that they're feeding them at a young age. This was making them malnourished, which can later on kill off children if they're not
Right.
properly treated. And this can affect the country because a lot of persons, they're also saying that children are the future of the country.
Right.
If parents don't take care of themselves while they're pregnant or while they have a child, the child can come out with either a lot of disabilities or the parent have a miscarriage,
Right.
which would then leave the population of children dropping slowly or quickly. Depends on how, but that's how it can affect the country.
Right.
So the country would have to be trying to rely on other resources to get children to.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That covers it well, because if a child needs healthcare and a parent can't afford it, guess who's responsible for the child? The government. The healthcare are gonna invest to make sure that that child is accountable for. Okay. Thank you everybody for participating, for coming to the class, for really being involved and taking notes. I appreciate it. I hope you learned at least one thing today. All right, let's just cover up everything that we learned. All right, let's go back here. So, in summary, we've tackled 4 topics today: the importance of human resource to the economy, education and labor force, building our nation, and health concerns. Now, to see the notes, you just need to click the bullet point. There you go. It shows you the notes that we took, the activity that we did, the diagram that I gave you, and the vocabulary terms. To see the activity for homework, right, you're going to right click on filter. Let's move this over here. And you're going to click on activity. You can see that there's 4 activities to be done, right? So these 3 topics are the only ones that have activity. When you click on the importance of human resource, you see that the activity is just for you to write in your own words the definition and then research the types of economic development you can find. The next topic is education and labor force. It's going to be for you to simply give 3 reasons why education is important, for example, in Trinidad and Tobago, and how has the view changed since the 1950s. And then finally, in building our nation, we gave a case study, and the activity in the case study was to find the definition of the word premier. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the day. The link to this notes, I'll put it in the Zoom chat before you go, just to make sure you guys don't say I didn't give you. All right, let me just stop screen share. Okay, here we go. Can someone post it in the class as well, just to make sure that those persons have it as well? Here we go. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next class.
Okay, bye, Sean.
All right, take care.